Hey everyone, it's me, Chris Platoon of Shano. Tell me more. Hey, yeah. And today we're talking about Ben 10. Specifically, we're talking about Kevin's mutations slash transformations. We're gonna rank the major ones, the amalgamation of his alien forms, starting from Kid Kevin all the way to Omniverse Kevin, including Kevin Levin 1000. And we're not gonna do the reboot because I didn't watch that. I don't want to speak on something I haven't seen. Slash, I heard he had Omnitrix instead of his powers, so I'm not gonna go into that. And if you think you have a better ranking, leave it in the comment section below, and let's begin. So we start out with Kid Kevin. Oh, and by the way, Kevin's abilities is that he can absorb energy and matter, and manipulate energy and matter. But when he absorbs DNA, it kind of messes him up. It makes him more insane, and energy too makes him insane. But DNA is something that makes it real bad, especially from the Omnitrix. But he met Ben. If you don't know the backstory, he met Ben at an arcade way back in season 1. Because of his abilities, he helped Ben because the people who were bullying Ben, he didn't like him, so he helped Ben. Ben then helped him mess up them because they were trying to get back at him, and yada yada. That's their friendship kind of started. Technically, yes, that's how their friendship originally started because they were friends originally. But Kevin had those tendencies because he's an Osmosian. If you don't know what Osmosian is, it's been retconned so many times. I'm just gonna keep it simple. Osmosian is essentially a mutant human. That's it. It was supposed to be an alien, or because Kevin was supposed to be a hybrid alien or something, but we're just gonna leave it mutants because it doesn't really matter at this point. But after that, back into the story. After that, after he absorbed the Omnitrix, he then gained the first 10 aliens that Ben had. Essentially, he had a 10th of their abilities from Forearms, Diamond Head, all those guys, XLR, all those guys. And that's the first power set he has. With that version of Kevin, before he became the amalgamation slash the Chimera of himself, which is the one I'm going to talk about. That one, I don't know. To me, it was cool that he could switch. He essentially had master control before Ben had master control. The only problem is I don't think he was as good at using his aliens like the way Ben did, because I don't know. Ben just special the way he used aliens for some reason, or the way he is as an alien, quote unquote. So we then have the form I'm talking about, Kevin Levin, when he became the Chimera of all those aliens. How strong is he? It's pretty strong, I guess, but Ben can beat him. Kid Ben did beat him technically. If Ben's watch doesn't time out, Ben can beat him because Ben understands that he only has a 10th of his power. And heck, Ben's the one who helped him, understand, just combine different abilities together to make up for the fact that you don't have the full set of one specific ability. But this version of Kevin, insane, out of control. He's 11. I'll rank him in the below. It's messed up. I'll rank him below. So he's the 6th or 7th, I guess. Something like that. But he's the last. Then we have 12-year-old Kevin. And if you don't know this, if that's because you didn't watch Omniverse. But in Omniverse, they had flashbacks of when Ben was 10 and Kevin was 12. Gwen was 11. Basically, they went on another summer vacation after that year, or the next year, I should say. And at this point, Kevin absorbs Ben's watch again. Then he gets the next 10 sets of aliens, which was Way Big, Ditto, Cannonball, Wildvine, Benwolf, Arctiguana, Upchuck, Snarrow, Frankenstrike, Eye Guy. He gets all those guys, and that's his abilities. This version of Kevin is more insane. That's his biggest weakness. If he was at least even as sane as he was, because he was insane when he was 11, and that happened to him, but this point he was attacking his allies. So this version of Kevin, maybe I might even rank him lower than 11-year-old Kevin, but I'm for just the fact that he's older and he's been 11-year-old Kevin, I'll just give him and say, okay, since you know what your past self can do, I'll rank you a little bit above him. And this is going to be a little bit of my bias and giving some people an edge over the others. But after that, we then have Kevin and Kevin's form when he got mutated by trying to hack the Omnitrix. Him and Ben tried to hack the Omnitrix when they had to fight Vilgax and stuff. It was dumb. I don't know why they needed to do that. I'm like, Ben, you're at this point. I was like, Ben, bro, you're kind of the best at using it. Maybe that's when Ben was the best at using this Omnitrix before he hacked it. But yeah. No one could have beaten him. I don't think Vilgax would have beaten you if you didn't hack it, man. You just needed to let the Omniverse do his thing, turn to the alien, and you do your thing. Like, come on, man. You're the man. Except when you're 10, you're kind of a P-R-I-C-K, Rick. P-Rick. I would just say it that way. But after that, we have this Kevin that his power is essentially, he can now turn his body into swords and hammers and knives because he's permanently stuck in like a wood, stone, and titanite, which is essentially like crystals or diamonds formed. That's kind of it. It's messed up. He how should I put it? He looks like a misshapen puzzle piece of different colors. I'll probably show it over there, but he has super strength, obviously, and that's really about it. I mean, maybe if he knows something, he can turn his body to element. I don't know. I don't want to give him powers he doesn't have. I'll just say he beats the other two because he knows, who they were. He's been them, so he has that edge over them. But I could see them also like maybe coming up with a victory on him, like maybe like sneaking him or some shit like that. Who knows? They have more variety compared to him, but he does have the stats to take him down. I'm not gonna say he's weak, like, because they're not that strong. I'm being serious. I'm thinking about their like defenses. I think this Kevin could hurt them. It'll be harder, but he can do it, and he's the person to do it besides Ben. Then we have Ultimate Kevin, which in my opinion, he's super dangerous. Technically, in my opinion, would be the most dangerous version of Kevin if he wasn't flip-flopping too much about being good or bad. Like, my boy will attack you, beat you up, talk about I'll kill you, then leave. I'm like, what? I'm like, well, are you gonna do it or not? Like, Kevin, what's up with you? But yeah, Ultimate Kevin definitely is. Yeah, he has to be the most powerful in my opinion. Either him or the other two I'm gonna talk about. But he has more than 10 aliens. He essentially had all the aliens Ben had turned into, from Alien Force to Ultimate Alien, and I think all of his ultimates too. So it was all bad. Then he went and absorbed other people's abilities, like the Rooters kids or the Amalgam kids. I don't even talk about that retcon. So we were not even going to touch that. But he went and absorbed other alien people's powers. Tried to absorb Gwen's powers. I'm like, oh yeah, absorb Agrigor's powers. I'm like, bro, you're too stacked. How are they gonna beat you? So they had to pull some BS to beat him. But this version of Kevin, yeah, he's the most powerful. Like, maybe I can say he's number one. I'm gonna skip him for now, but he essentially has all the abilities, and it doesn't even look like he has 1/10 of their abilities. Because the thing with the other ones is that they don't, like I said, they don't have. He doesn't have the full set abilities of the alien, because he's just a part. He's 1/10 of each of them. But in this one, even though it's like 1/10 of them, he has all of their abilities. He can turn into a goop. He can become intangible. He can turn his own. I'm pretty sure he can turn his own body crystal if he wanted to. He did turn his whole body on fire. So it just, he could do lightning. He just do so many things. I'm like, bro, what can't you do, Kevin? I would not be surprised if you can do Alien X powers, but probably it's restricted or something. But he could probably do whatever or most things in general. Then we have Omniverse Kevin, which is essentially the retcon about Kevin's story being a router and the flashback with him at 12-year-old and all that stuff. And Kevin's a secret agent for the plumbers that's technically been secretly trying to save the universe from Ben. I'm like, bro, this is stupid. Because I was like, bro, he's going to become good anyways. We all know what's going to happen. Kevin's not going to be bad again. Like, after Kevin became a good guy, I was like, bro, they're not going to make him bad. Not permanently. I was like, bro, so don't even tease. Don't even go there. But they thought we kids were dumb. But anyway, In this one, Kevin, he doesn't go bad, by the way. In this one, he's actually sane. He can actually control his abilities a lot more, which maybe might make him number one, because technically he might be able to just take away the abilities of Kevin Levin, Kevin Ultimate Kevin, or Kevin Levin, the next one I'm going to talk about, or the other ones. So technically, he could be the strongest one because he's sane and he can control his abilities better. But this version of Kevin, the abilities he has is he has the power of the worst, and the worst is essentially an invulnerable blob of invulnerableness. He has no powers. That's just it. He can't get hurt. He's funny. Then you have Vampire, which is essentially a vampire. He can control you by like throwing like battering things on your head and mind control you. It's weird. But he also has super strength. I guess he can suck your energy, code for sucking your blood, but he doesn't really suck your blood. He sucks your vitality. And that's him. He's cool. He's super strong. I'm not gonna downplay him. There's a lot of people, and I have to go through this. There's Gravitak, which I think would be the strongest in this. If he had atomics, that would be really bad for all the people here. But he has Gravitak, which controls gravity, dangerous. And I would say this Kevin seems like he's gone back to having just a tenth of the abilities. That's what, in my opinion, makes him weaker than Ultimate Kevin. But he makes up with the fact that he's sane. Like the Ultimate Kevin can also take away abilities and stuff, but this Kevin can just turn back into himself and take away abilities. So he can just stop the fight permanently if he really wanted to. If he fought on any of them. So that's the one thing I think he has over all of them. That's why he might be number one. But he has Crash Hopper, which is essentially a grasshopper. He can jump super high. Ball Weevil, essentially a ant/termite that can spit and turn his spit into a giant ball of bombs, sticky bombs. It's weird. Some of the aliens are weird. Pisky Dust, even weirder. This one is like a fairy that does genjutsu on you. It can make you dream and mind read you and make you confess the truth and shit. It's weird. Then we have Feedback, which was pretty cool. As a kid, I was like, who's this alien? Interesting. Then they made him cause, okay, I see why you guys like him. I see why you guys hype him up. Then they did nothing with him after that. I was like, bruh, you're gonna hype him up for like the first 2 seasons or something, then not do nothing with him later? What the But yeah, then after that we have Aerodactyl. And by the way, Feedback can essentially do what Kevin does with energy specifically, not with matter. He can controls. He's a conductoid. He's essentially a giant plug. Manipulate energy, absorb energy, that type of thing. Then you have Astrodactyl. And Astrodactyl, what do I want to say about Astrodactyl? Well, he's Jet Ray, but slightly better. He has a jetpack, I guess. And if you don't know who Jet Ray is he's part of Ultimate Kevin. He has laser eyes, yada. He's essentially a pterosaur / a dinosaur. Well, I guess they're not dinosaurs, but it's a pterosaur that can fly. Aerodactyl is a giant chicken. Or pterosaur that looks like a humanoid that can fly in space and stuff and shoots lasers and has a laser whip and stuff. And yeah, that's about it. But he also has Sasquatch and Blocks. And Sasquatch is essentially a Yeti with electric powers, and Blocks is essentially a Lego monster or a Lego gorilla monster. When I saw that as a kid, I was like, bro, that's so dumb. But I was like, okay, I mean, this. I'm sorry, it's so dumb. Oh, okay. So we have Kevin Levin. Not Kevin Levin. We have Kevin 11,000. We have Kevin 11,000. He has most of Kevin gets. I can't. I'm sorry. That thing is so dumb. But yeah, Kevin 11,000. We have Kevin 11,000, who has most of Ben 10,000's aliens, or all of Ben 10,000's aliens, and Danny has 10,000 aliens from the Novoid that he just absorbs randomly, or from the universe or whatever. He's a hit or miss for me. Like he had one appearance, so I can't really judge him too much on it. But his one appearance, he showed up looking super strong. Then Ben got really mad, turned to way big, and beat him up. And that was it. And to be serious, I can't see Ben doing that to the other two and winning. Like he can maybe knock him out. Well, he can't knock him out because number one, Ultimate Kevin would just become intangible, and Omniverse Kevin can use like gravity and stuff. And if he drops Omniverse Kevin, he can just play dead because he's the worst. He can absorb it. He can absorb it. He can just play dead, stand back up, and just start wailing on what's called way big. And he'd be like, oh, he won't be way big. Yes, he would. He has conductoid powers or feedback, so he can manipulate, so control energy, and he's himself. He's still an Osmosian. I mean, that doesn't take away Osmosiumness from him. So I'm like, Kevin 11,000. I'm like, bro, you shouldn't have lost to. You shouldn't have lost. He shouldn't have lost like that. Look, I get it. You know, he hurt Ben's kid, and Ben got dad angry. And look, I'll get dad angry too if someone punched my kid. I'm saying, look, what he did to Kevin, I would have done worse. So I'm like, I would have been stomping on his face. I'm like, But yeah, anyway, though, back to this. He still got treated like a bitch, and because of that, I will put him at number 3. He can definitely potentially win against the other two, because, you know, he's technically them, but from the future. So he has all their memories and experiences, or he's quote unquote from another timeline, whatever. But he's a more experienced Kevin, technically. But due to that showing, I'm going to give the edge to the other two more. Now, the question is, which is better? Ultimate Kevin or Omniverse Kevin? Ultimate Kevin or Omniverse Kevin? Ultimate Kevin or Omniverse Kevin? I'm leaning a little bit too much towards Ultimate Kevin, but I don't mind if people lean towards Omniverse Kevin. Do you know why? Because, like, thinking about it, I'm like, he's sane. The problems with Ultimate Kevin's and the other ones, and except, you know, the one with the elemental abilities, he wasn't insane. He didn't have the right tool set to fight. Like, if he had the right tool set, he would have been good. If he knew how to control his abilities better, he would have been good. But that's the point. This version of Kevin technically is as experienced as Kevin 11,000 in a way, even though it's not as experienced as him. He knows how to use his ability to that extent, I should say. In a way, he did. He proved it to us. Like, he didn't go insane, absorbing all the Omnitrix powers and all that stuff. And, you know, he can take away, he can take away the abilities of other people. I'm like, okay. This guy is he thinking he uses his abilities a little better. So based on that, I'm like, okay, I could see him definitely kicking Ultimate Kevin's ass, because Ultimate Kevin be flip flopping. I'm good. I'm bad. I'm good. But yeah, I still want to give it to Ultimate Kevin because he technically wasn't beaten the normal way. But then this guy has the right skill set to beat him. Okay, I'm going to give it to Omniverse Kevin because he has the right skill set to beat Ultimate Kevin. That just on that technicality. But if he didn't have the right skill set to beat him, like if he was insane and didn't know how to use his powers properly, and the fact that he wasn't Ultimate Kevin before, because technically after he was Ultimate Kevin, he became Omniverse Kevin. So Omniverse Kevin at one point was Ultimate Kevin. So on that technicality, I will give it to Omniverse Kevin. Yes, I still think both of them will whoop Kevin 11,000's ass. Ultimate Kevin, I really wanted to give it to this guy. I was thinking him, but like doing this video, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna give it to him. Who do you think? Do you still think Ultimate Kevin will just womp up on Omniverse Kevin, or like I just said, like his experience, the fact that he's not insane anymore, and the fact that he could just control his abilities better, because he doesn't need to even be in his form to absorb Ultimate Kevin back into his normal form. He just needs to take away his power. And yay, yeah. So make your own decision. Thank you guys for watching. This has been Channel Tell Me More. Hey, like, sub, all that fun stuff. I'll see you guys later, and bye.